What's up guys, this is Eddie, welcome to the new video. Today we're gonna be doing the most laziest DPS in the game and also somewhat overpowered, well, not overpowered but really good munitions. So let's start with a single target rotation. Let's talk about artifacts first. Transformation card, solar amplifier, Grimorium. And the fourth artifact is going to be the strategist card. So we're going to be using 4 artifacts for munitions. For single target, I'm using transformation, solar, and Grimorium. And the reason I'm not using strat is because first of all, my strat is not 200, it's only 165. But if your transformation is 200 and your strat is 200, make sure you change Grimorium with strat. But if your strat is lower than 200, it's around 160, like mine, go with Grimorium, it does more damage. So this is the reason I'm using it. Let's talk about the base mods. For weapon, I'm using Blastadapter 5. For head mods, Supercharged Neo Venom Boost, Escalating Might for neck, Berserker for back, Penetrating Strikes for chest, maximum damage for hands, and dashing combos for feet. For dashing combos, you need to be super speed. So if you're not super speed, you can't, get access to dashing combos. I will suggest you switch to super speed so you can get some extra damage. But if you are in super speed and you can't get dashing combos, it's fine too. So right now my might is 76,179. That's with these 3 artifacts because solar gives you 4% might, then this one gives you around 5% might, this one gives you around 4% might. So altogether 76,179 base might. Also I have OP helmet, so there's that. Let's talk about skill points. First off, weapon, I'm using one-handed. Just put 1 point in that, it doesn't matter. And second option is rifle. So rifle grenade really works well, but still, since I don't have rifle, so I'm using one-handed. Super speed, get that, and then you go all the way down here to get Whirling Dervish because we are going to be using that one. These 2 innates you can get if you have extra skill points. It basically makes you resistant to encasement and root, and this one adds some 10% impulse resistance, so it helps. Iconic powers, we're going to be using Robot Sidekick, Heat Vision, Neo Venom Boost, you don't have to get this one, Super Strength. And for stat points, we are super powered, critical attack chest 20, critical attack damage 40, and everything else in might and power. So if you have extra skill points, put that into precision. That's what I recommend, but if you want, you can put it into health as well. So when you're doing melee damage, you will have some extra health to survive longer, but precision helps. So let's look at the loadout. The first one is going to be Heat Vision. It burns the enemy and does damage over time. And then if you have solar amplifier, that is your artifact, it will do some extra burst damage to your nearby targets as well. Multi-net launcher is kind of a burst damage, and burning enemies take additional damage, so we'll be getting this power interaction which burns the enemy from here. And we are going to be using this pull, tap range net retractor. So when you use tap number 2, you tap range your weapon attack, which will do the pull. Number 3 is chain gun. It also same thing, burning enemies take extra damage. Number 4 is your finisher. So targets below 35% is going to take extra damage. Robot Sidekick and Neo Venom Boost. So the rotation is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Very simple. 1, then you press 2, then tap range, then you press 3, and then 4. And you can put in, tap range weapon attacks here and there. I like to start my rotation with tap range weapon attack, then number 1. So it helps. Alright, so for single target it's not that bad. Please keep in mind that this is a sparring target, it's not an actual raid. You're gonna be doing much more damage in actual raids or alerts because the targets are gonna be debuffed. So 58,000 highest and around 47-45 average. It's actually not bad for munitions. This is how it is. So this is single targets. Let's move on to the multi-targets loadouts. Alright, so first up we're gonna be doing melee multi-target loadout, and to be honest I use melee all the time, like except for elite raids maybe I don't use melee, I go for range, but alerts, every regular raid, everywhere I use melee, and this is actually really OP. Now as you can see my might has dropped, it's 74,838. That is because I have replaced my solar amplifier with strategist card. So solar amplifier gives you extra might, but since my strategist is not like at 200 rank, so I don't have that 4% might, as you can see at around 180. Anyways, rest everything is same, all same mods, same everything, skill points, everything is same as well. So let's look at the loadout. So first one is Shrapnel grenade launcher. People are debating about this, like you can use Shrapnel or you can use the multi-net launcher again for that, but I prefer Shrapnel because it's basically damage over time and it generates my supercharge. So that means I can use my new venom boost again and again and again, and also with the head mod, which gives me 5% supercharge back whenever I use my new venom. This actually works really good. So it burns the enemy as well, so that's your power interaction. Number 2 is chain gun, same thing. Number 3 is Whirling Dervish. Whirling Dervish is one of the iconic power we unlocked, and we are also using our boots mod, which is this one, dashing combos, and it says right here, tap melee to perform a dash attack combo following Whirling Dervish. So whenever you use Whirling Dervish, after some time you're going to be using tap melee to do a forward combo, dash attack combo. So number 4 is explosion, burst damage, burning enemies take additional damage. Number 5 is robot sidekick, neo venom boost. All right, let's talk about number 3. So if you do number 3 and you do tap melee, this is how it looks like. So it basically does a dash attack. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna clip that tap melee with explosion, number 4. So Whirling Dervish and number 4. So you moved forward, but you also did the explosion damage, you clipped the animation. So this is basically it's going to be our rotation. Let's move on to the sparring targets and do the rotation. For 74,838 might, we are doing 107,000 damage per 10 seconds. That's actually really good, averaging about 95,000 damage and per second. It's actually OP, to be honest, and it will do more damage in raids and alerts, because right now the targets are not debuffed. Targets are not, you don't have the the group buffs, you don't have the troller buffs. So, and if somebody is using the artifact like claw, you're gonna be getting extra might, so you're gonna be doing way more damage in actual situation. So I hope you like it. Let's move on to the range loadout. This is the melee loadout, right? So for range loadout, what we're gonna do is everything else is same. We're gonna use rail guns and replace it with Whirling Dervish, and we're gonna be using mini nuke and replace it with explosion. That's about it. Everything else is gonna stay the same for our specs. So same thing, burns the enemy, burning enemy take extra damage, burning enemy take extra damage, and this is the explosion thingy. So this is not the explosion thingy, but yeah, burning damage is take extra damage, is a burst attack. Same robot sidekick, neo venom boost, and we are using trance, strategist, and grimorium. So let's move on to the sparring targets and let's see how we do it with a range attack. Okay, so same thing. Range attack is obviously not as powerful as melee DPSing, but still it's right there. You can see 85k. for range attacks, it's actually not bad. So same thing, 74,838 might, and we're doing still averaging about 80k. So there you have it, guys. If you have any questions about munitions, don't forget to comment down below and I'll get back to you with it. There are a few other loadouts online, and I'm not saying they're bad, they're actually good, but this is what actually worked out for me the most, and I hope it works out for you as well. So leaving you with a demonstration of a raid, and I'll see you guys next time.